At the Theodore Alexander showroom, I am with Earl Spencer. I'm so excited to be here. We interviewed a number of years ago when Althorp, the collection first came out at Theodore Alexander. Brand new collection at Theodore Alexander, and thank you for joining me.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you for having me back.
So talk with me about, first of all, this new collection, because it is so beautiful yet so different from the original.
Yes, well, the original, which started 20 years ago, can you believe it,
wow.
Was very much based on the traditional house collection of my family's 500-year-old mansion in the country about 70 miles north of London, whereas this is called Spencer London, and it's all from my house in London, which is a townhouse in Mayfair in the centre there. It was also the childhood home of Winston Churchill, actually. But I like to live with a more metro feel when I'm in London, nothing too stuffy. And you'll see in this collection the beautiful lines. It is a refined collection, there's no getting around that, but it is contemporary meets traditional, and it's very cleverly done. I think if you look at the wood design, the inlays, there's a sort of silver finish to some of the inlays, which is brass dipped in nickel. And Theodore Alexander have brought their craftsmanship to it with their usual flourish.
So your style, where people think of English as very traditional, saying you go to London, you want to be more metro, is this your style of living?
This is very much how I like to live. I still want to have something that looks classically lovely, but at the same time that I don't worry about it. You know, there's some chinoiserie pieces, some tables which you'll see with the beautiful designs you would associate with that idea, but they're not overly ornately carved. You can use them, you can wipe them down. It's a way of living with classical pieces in a modern world.
You told me you have a favorite chair. You're standing in front of it. Talk about why that's favorite. Is it the fabric? Is it the finish? Is it the look?
Well, I like the look. I mean, it's a very simple, classic look. The whole collection is really based along two parallel lines. There's a darker wood look, which is, I think, the standout from this collection. There's also a lighter option too. I think if you look at some of the other pieces, there's a marble top table with metalwork and then a wooden base, and I love the contrast of textures. It's a piece that says everything about the collection because it's got something old in there, still got a modern flourish to it, but the base of it is just quality, really. I also like the cocktail cabinet, not just because the English drink too much, but because it's a very fine piece. And I love with the TA pieces, when you open the door, it all feels right. But the most elegant parts to me are what I consider the cornerstones of this collection, such as the dining room table, which is actually the one I have in London. And then when you look at the base of these pieces, you see the quality of the metalwork as well as the woodwork. It's all very cohesive. It hangs together very nicely.
Thank you very much for joining me again. And again, I'm with Earl Spencer at Theodore Alexander, a fabulous new collection this market.